Hi everybody, my name is Abigail Van Winkle and I will be covering Module 7, which is over social penetration, and that is Chapter 8 in our text. I will be discussing how the role of self-disclosure determines the depth of penetration regarding various relationships. Self-disclosure is the voluntary sharing of information regarding an individual's own personal life with another individual. It's revealing things like our personal history, our preferences, attitudes, secrets, concerns, fears, and other intimate details about our life with another person. Sharing these things with another person equates to a level of transparency that you are comfortable with disclosing to someone else. The depth of penetration is the degree of disclosure in a specific area of that individual's life. So our text describes it as an onion, and each layer is something that we disclose which equates to the depth of penetration. So I'm going to be connecting these terms and concepts to my personal relationships and reveal the level of self-disclosure that I had and the depth of penetration that was a direct result of what I shared with each person. So I chose 3 relationships to use as my examples. I chose my boyfriend Ryan, my photographer Brooke, and Nate, which is my Panera breakfast buddy. So obviously with my boyfriend, we're at a point to where he knows my fears, my aspirations, my goals. So I've disclosed enough with him that he knows me through and through my onion. He knows every layer pretty much that I have. My photographer Brooke, we actually bonded over the love of our dogs. So she knows a little more about me than just surface level likes and dislikes. She knows what I care about and the things that are important to me. So she's probably about at a level 3 on my onion. And then there's Nate. I see Nate probably 4 or 5 times a week in the morning, get my coffee, my bagel, and stuff like that. Nate knows where I like to go to eat breakfast. He knows how I like my coffee. So very surface level things, but it still took some type of self-disclosure so that he would get to know these things about me. The same way that Ryan and Brooke know their things about me that I disclose to them. So each of these relationships are not only different on the surface, but they have a wide and varying depth of penetration based off of my own self-disclosure. So now that I have shared my own personal experience and examples of how self-disclosure achieves certain depths of penetration, I will make some inferences. I infer that each relationship is different because each relationship has different goals and expectations. So the level of self-disclosure will vary drastically, and in turn the depth of penetration between each relationship will as well. Self-disclosure is selected, and therefore there are fewer relationships that reach a depth of penetration to the core. Now that I've made some inferences, I will give some examples on how it can be transformed into other situations. So the personal relationships that I revealed might be similar or very different from your relationships and the same kind of people would be. And that's because of self-disclosure. The things that I shared with these people might be very different from the things that you would share with these specific people. So Nate, who knows my name, knows what I do for a living, knows my favorite breakfast food, might end up being your significant other. Say if you had a bad day one day and he started getting to know you more and more and more. I know that some people start off meeting like that, and it kind of develops. The more you disclose things about yourself, the closer you'll get, and that could be your potential future husband or something. I obviously have not disclosed that much to him, so it's different. Brooke, who would be your photographer, might be there for all your special moments, and that might be something that ends up making y'all best friends. Maybe your boyfriend and you haven't been dating that long, so he only knows what you like and certain foods you like to eat, but you haven't discussed life goals and aspirations. So in conclusion, I've learned that the depth of penetration is reflected by your own self-disclosure with another individual, and every relationship is different and special to that individual. So I hope I explained some things to you, and good luck in the class.